Well, hello. I am on the edge of Salisbury Plain again. This is one of the tank crossings, but it's also what is known as a permissive byway. That means that the MOD has given us permission to use it, but it can be closed at any time, and normally with a red flag or it'd be some sort of sign. But I find some of these tracks are a lot more interesting than actually Salisbury Plain itself. So what we're going to do, we're going to go up here. It looks as though it's quite a steep track. We're going to go up and down and have a little look at the tracks up there, and we'll catch up with you in a minute. Okay, so I've set it to gravel mode. I think it's, for me, it's better than off-road mode. Got the traction control to 1, wheelie control to 1, and I think that will do us. Okay, so like I say, permissive byway. Always double check, make sure there aren't any red flags. Well, we have got, I know the cameras don't show that, but we've got quite a steep old climb here, so I'm going to stand up, get a little bit of momentum here, although it's fairly hard surfaced. Feel the back beginning to go away. So now access straight on. So it's clearly marked, look, permissive byway, sudden noise, you may be stopped or diverted, give way to military vehicles, keep away from troops training. So all fairly standard stuff, please obey it, we don't want to lose this. That's a lovely sight, isn't it, that road going all the way up there. Then you've got the main road down there. So it's a little bit on the left and right hand side of the track, it's a little bit loose. So you feel your wheels drifting a little bit on that. But at least it's not muddy, which is great. Don't like mud. I think there's another byway that comes out up here, I saw on the map, but for today's little escapade, we'll keep to the main permissive. Oops, a bit loose here. 16% gradient. Again, I know the camera won't show it, but nice climb, very nice little climb. feel the wind up here as well. Could have done with just being a little bit more sunshine and a little less wind, but I'll take it. It's not raining. And today is the day of the Distinguished Gentleman's Ride. I done it last year. I wasn't too keen on doing it again. Not because I don't believe in the cause or anything, I fully do. But it just wasn't me. But there is a video of me doing it. At least I ticked the box and got to experience it. This is what I love about the plane. A lot of people criticise it, saying, oh, it's boring, and I just look, there's no one about. You've got all this space and there's nobody. Isn't that fantastic? What is there not to like? And if you want anything a bit more gnarly and a bit more challenging, it's out there. You've got to do your own research. But I thought this was quite nice. You had that nice little climb, nice interesting climb coming up the top, and then you've got this nice little level bit here. It's just beautiful. Obviously never go into the woodlands, that's a big no-no. Oh, there is one person out here, look, wow. So there again, you got your permissive signs there, look. So that track there is a MOD only, no access for civilians. It's not a byway, it's not permissive, and the permissive ones are clearly signed. There is no excuse. So even if you haven't got a map, or you don't want to pay out for an OS map, or you don't want to pay out for the TRF Green Road or the Green Lane Association Trailwise 2, there is signage up here, and there shouldn't be any excuse. Whoa, we got a bump. So this is coming up to what we call the perimeter road. So this goes all the way around the plain. You notice that's a by the way, not a byway. So again, it's all clearly signed. So this is where we got a dual track. So we got byway, and then behind that there's permissive byway. So I think what you find is the tracked vehicles use the permissive, and some, you know, civilians use this byway. Lovely track. Well, I'll tell you what, we'll try and get on to that permissive there, because that looks quite interesting. There's probably a gap where there's a gate. There's a gate up there that should be a gas. And again, that's pretty self-explanatory, isn't it? You know, if you don't get that, then you don't need to be in charge of a powered vehicle. So under no circumstances do you cross into that, climb over the fence or whatever. So this is now this is the permissive part. So as you can see, it's a little bit more rutted. So I think you'll find that the military vehicles use this. I wouldn't want to be here in the winter. Again, it's not my thing, all that mud and that. But have I taken off more than I can chew? Because this does look as though it's a very steep hill coming out of that. And my Dunlop Trail Max missions have done, well, they've done about 10,000 miles, so there's not the bite in them that there used to be. But hopefully, as it's dry, we should be okay. Lots of flint here. Look at that. Right, here we go then. Let the engine take us down. Let's get a little bit of momentum. Yeah, the Afrcia has found her bite. I know I've said it before, but this electronic suspension on these, absolutely beautiful. Ah, look, we have a car. Is that a Sanyong Rexton? No, absolutely miles away there, wasn't I? Right, so this is, I think this goes back onto the route that we came up on, because I remember those farm buildings there. So this is going the other way. So that used to paddle up in the winter there. Again, steeper than it looks, so it needed a bit of momentum there. See, I think it's definitely worth spending the money on some decent mapping, and then you can find all these great little lanes that most people seem to bypass. And you don't normally get many people about, which is what I'm a big fan of. There's a byway down there, and super vehicle. You might give that a nose in a minute. Alright, my camera is moving about. I'm just going to see if we can steady that. Yeah, so this is the route we came up on. So what we will do is, I think we'll try that other byway. See if we can come up on that other one. Again, that looks steep. Hope it's not too rutted at the bottom. This is alright. I know I'm on the other side of the road. Just need to get some momentum because of that loose gravel there. Feel the back spinning out. Yeah, that's good. So that's that little network of lanes all done. Right, I'm going to check out this other one up here where it gave the warning. I'm going to have a quick look on Trailwise too to see if there's any comments on that, because if there's comments like I took a tricked up Land Rover 90 on 33s and got stuck, then that's definitely got to be worth avoiding. So it starts off hard surface, so let's have a look. Right, Trailwise 2. Map, locate me. So I think this is where we've come up. So this must be the track. So details there. First part through the trees is deeply rutted with humps, and the ruts that throw you sideways and off your bike. I think in that case I don't want to do that one. I think if I had more time I'd go and investigate on foot first of all, but if a guy got thrown off with his Himalayan, then not going to be particularly good on an Afrcia twin. So what we'll do, we are going to go and do a bit of the perimeter path. Sun's out now. Quite nice going the other way actually. I don't know, do I feel I'm in America? Keep going on the other side of the road. Yeah, I bet that gets really deep in the winter there. Right, let's get on the UK side of the road. So next month it's the ABR festival, and looking forward to that. Got a new tent, which I'll give that a review, which will be interesting because I haven't seen anybody else using that tent. It's probably because they're big and heavy and everyone goes for lightweight, but because I'm big and heavy I need something I can get in and out of easy. Right, so here we are, we're back on the perimeter path. God, it's beautiful, isn't it? What is there not to like about this? tell you what, for the amount of miles these tyres have done, they are performing very, very well. I think that lane there becomes a river, I believe, sometimes. I think the water comes out of that and should we have a look? Let's have a look. That's how I took my traction control off. Yeah, you can see it's just like a riverbed there, look. Wow. What an amazing little track. Like I say, I've seen pictures of this and you can't see the track, it's just water. Stones being thrown up on the bash plate there. Pheasants. Certainly warming up to what it was this morning. Ooh, that gets the core muscles going. Trying to stay in the middle. Can't now. So again, it looks as though this can get really deep. What, a couple of foot there perhaps? And now we're back on the concrete. That was interesting. A lovely little place. Now I think that joins on to the one, oh no, that is the byway. Shut your mouth, Merv. Pretty sure this has got full access. Permissive. One of the rangers there. Good to see him about. It's those guys that stop the idiots from ruining it for everybody else. Right, so transit route, that basically means the perimeter route is straight on now. It doesn't look straight on as a legal right of way according to the signs, although you can't always rely on it, but the team that look after it do a fantastic job in maintaining the signs. Which would be more fun because go uphill, free. Yes, I think I'm going the right way now. Ah, we go down here, look. Oh, that's better. You certainly don't want to do this in the wet. because this chalky stuff is like bloody ice. Horrible stuff. Well, I say you don't want to, obviously. If you've got a lightweight with proper knobblies on, then fair play to you, but no, to be honest with you, it's horrible when it's slimy here. And the good news is the tanks have been repainted. Yay!